This video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Tariq and Molly, hey.
Hey, it's Gundam night! I mean, well, plastic model night.
Oh, is that what it is?
It is what you make it.
Oh, is that what's going on? Okay. Alright, hey, it's Riko.
Yeah, we're back at it again.
For our continuing, ever going saga of Riko and her life.
Yeah, and
her mediocre life.
Her struggle to just be a semi-functional young adult. Totally not something that we all feel all the time, every day.
Always.
Oh god.
So Riko definitely left a child alone for like 2 hours, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. 2 hours sounds.
Okay, for an extended
an
period
hour?
of time.
When are we talking about?
Yeah, right.
Are we talking about when he's running loose, or when he's picked up by her coworkers and dragged off without her permission?
No, man, that was great. I like how this episode plays the beginning like a horror movie too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I had to double check because I was like, I know I've heard.
Look, it's Japan's greatest fear: children in a birth rate.
I really did start to think at a certain point. I was like, so Japan, how's that whole negative birth rate thing, negative death rate, whatever, fucking like, how's that going? How? Because I don't know how many more spy families and buddy daddies you're gonna have to make before you fucking bounce back. But I don't think this is helping your case, because this kid looks like a piece of shit.
This kid is terrible.
I don't mean I'm not calling kid ugly. I'm just calling him a piece of shit.
Well, you said he looks like.
He looks like in the way he behaves. I don't mean he looks like a big old turd. He acts like a piece of shit, but okay, you got me. Anyway. Yeah. Shitty little kid.
I did it like always. We don't know the name of these episodes, right?
Episode 6, Riko deals with solves the Japanese birth crisis by plunging it eternally where it belongs.
So I love how she gets her nephew, right? Yeah. And her idea is like, oh, I'll just bring him to my work.
I mean,
this is okay.
So this is the thing, right? So she has to watch her nephew while her brother-in-law is in the hospital and her sister has to like stay to watch him. This sounds like your brother-in-law is like dying. But all that being said, right? Most people, I think, if they had to do this, I guess it could be the summer, right? And so
Well, he has homework.
I mean, it could be summer.
I mean, maybe they give you summer homework.
It could be like those math packets. I mean, he was clearly doing math and he was clearly cheating on it. But like, even so, right? My point more so is, if this is a school year, right? You send them to school and you pick them up after work, or you pick them up before, or maybe you leave work early, to pick him up, but you don't bring him to work. If this is the summer,
bring him to your office job.
If this is the summer and he doesn't have school right now, maybe just take a week off. I understand that it's Japan and that's like, oh, you never take a break, blah 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 blah. But surely that's a better plan than bringing a fucking 8-year-old child to your place of work. Like,
oh look.
Outside, take your child to work
can never leak important documents because they don't understand this stuff, though, right?
They also can't leak important documents if there's no important documents at your fucking job. Oh, man.
I'm trying to see if there's a date mentioned at any point in this episode. It doesn't look like it.
I mean, so the whole thing that they've been, like, gearing up for, right, is some Montenkun, like, festival or something. I could see this being supposed to be like during the summer or something. Doesn't seem like it's cold outside.
I don't know, let's just use the kid as like a test subject. Like, do you like this?
Oh yeah, let's get this child's fucking opinion.
Right.
But let's get this child's fucking opinion of stuff.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Right.
Anyway.
Yep. Like you're saying.
Yes, like I was saying. Let's get this fucking child's opinion, but he's fucking like, he's a little shit. He's just running around like Jaws, like the Ring Kid, or no, the Grudge. Which one's the one with the little kid? The Grudge?
Yeah, the Grudge.
Okay.
Ju-on, the Grudge.
Yeah. I just had to remember which one does what, and the fucking which one gets thrown down the well. I really love how all of the adult men are just fucking terrified of a little child. Because that's absolutely the appropriate response. Because if there's a lone roaming child around me, I will scream my fucking, like, head off.
Because they'll go around and they'll touch everything and knock everything over.
Oh my god, yeah.
They're like, hey, what's this? Can I draw on this? This seems like very important documents. Can I fold this into a paper airplane to throw around?
Or you come home, one day, and you see a bunch of, like, I don't know, gunpla knocked over on your table, and you go, was somebody in my room? And your mom goes, oh, well, so-and-so came by and had their son over. And you go, and you just left them in my room? And it's like, yeah, I just said they could go up there and play. I'm like, not everything in here can be touched. What? Why are you just letting kids loose? There's knives in my room, not like fucking knife guy knives, but X-Acto knives. Like, a kid could get hurt. There's razor blades in here for, like, snippers and stuff.
Oh, I get hurt.
Swiss Army. Well, okay. Well, that's.
What, you never cut yourself with an X-Acto knife?
Oh no! I mean, I accidentally snipped myself with my Swiss Army knife earlier today, trying to get a thing out of the goddamn computer. But
been made.
Yeah, point is, if an adult can hurt himself in my room, and I'm the adult, and it's my room, why the fuck would you let an unaccompanied minor, let alone unaccompanied preteen, into my room? That's fucking insane.
It's not even a preteen. That's still a child.
I mean,
8 is not preteen.
I mean, technically it is. I'm just saying, a toddler's preteen. When they advertise things for preteens, it's like, the Hunger Games, Dora the Explorer, Coco Melon. Anyway, wait. There are titles! I discovered this last time! Fuck, goddammit. I gotta look up what the fuck this is.
Oh, that's right, it's because it's always in Japanese. Right. We keep missing it.
It's like...
It's
like Hachiban no Paisen. What the fuck is Paisen? No, it's not Paisanos. Anyway, I'm gonna... Oh, wow, that's a thing. Oh, senior?
Okay.
Huh. Oh, 8 year... Oh, Hachinen no Paisen. 8... Oh, Hachisai no Paisen. My 8-year-old... Oh, it's senpai backwards, god damn it. Fucking Christ. Okay, yeah, anyway. Yeah.
Okay, is this a light novel title?
No, that's what the fucking title of the episode is. Hasai no Paisen.
Uh-huh.
Because it's... Because he's... Unless they went with... No, it's not Nen, it's Sai. God damn it. Yeah, anyway, it's talking about how it's her 8-year-old senpai.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking 8-year-old that's too mature because he's fucking overexposed to the goddamn internet and technology. I've got so many feelings about this child as as someone who continues to be tangentially older than like cousins kids, and then have to deal with them. The oldest of my cousin's kids now is, God, she's 18 now, which is fucking nuts. But he also just had a kid, during the... two of my cousins had... Actually, 3 of my cousins had kids during the pandemic, or sometime during within 2020 through 2020.
Well, there's nothing to do. People fuck.
Yeah, like 2022, and all that is to say is, I've got a whole new batch of kids that I'm gonna have to deal with, and I can't imagine having to put up with this shit. Because I didn't put up with this shit for the older ones, and I'm damn sure not. And there's a couple of my cousins have kids that, or no, one of my cousins has a kid has two kids that are like in between, like one's like 4 and one's like 8 or 9. I wouldn't put up with that shit with those two. Molly dutifully dropped a brick on one of their heads.
It was an accident.
It's his own fault for pulling the Jenga block out.
I was gonna say, 1, that, and 2, he played a game that was taller than him.
He played around and fucked around and found out. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I can't believe the amount that Riko is able to get run over by this fucking kid. This kid does not give a shit about anything, and the fact that, like, I mean, look, he's clearly disinterested in everything at the office, right?
Yeah.
But her coworker, what's her name? Nanako?
Yes. Yeah.
She's got the right idea. Put this kid to work. Fucking trick them into thinking that work is a fun activity. That is how you get it. You trick those fucking children. That is the way to make it. That is the, like, you gotta meet them at their level and then do better at their own game than what they're doing. Okay? Nakano.
Also, but what is he gluing? Is he gluing empty envelope?
Hey, we can speak to this, can't we?
At least you're doing something.
So, part of what we do in our office, one of the jobs that we have to do, is sealing the envelopes for the ballots that have to go out, like, when people request a replacement one when something happened to theirs or they think they didn't get in the mail, blah, 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 blah.
I lost it because they're stupid.
Okay.
Now, you could be a disgusting, gross freak and lick all of those envelopes. But luckily...
Yeah, you don't keep your DNA.
Yeah, luckily, right? Even before the pandemic, we didn't do that because there are things that you can buy at the post office or Staples or whatever.
I do this, and I'm the one who brought the statement in.
Wait, you started it?
Yes.
I didn't know that you started it. I just knew that, like, when it showed up, I was like, oh, I guess these are a thing. And then I was like...
I started it.
Okay, cool. Well...
Before, it was just...
Lick
the envelopes.
Ugh.
I'm like, that's nasty. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, this is where we innovate. Fuck boomers. Innovate. But yeah, so... I know what she's doing. She's like, yeah, this is the sealing part of this. You just...
It's
run.
really easy.
I mean, what he's doing is like a way more like it looks like a actual like glue stick. But like what we have for our office is like a clear like pseudo adhesive like wetting agent. Like it's not as strong as glue, but it's
it's designed to be sticky and activate the fucking like
seal of the envelope. So by the time you're finished with it, it perfectly seals it without you ever having to put your fucking tongue on it, which I appreciate so much because it's so goddamn gross, and especially after COVID and having COVID. Thank you very much, you piece of shit. It's disgusting. It's unhygienic and it's disgusting. And just Nakano's trick of this kid is like, yep, game recognized game. That's exactly what I'd do. Yep, I'd fucking trick that kid. It's like, oh, don't you want to do?
No, I want to play race cars with the old man.
I also have to say, as someone who wound up having to spend a lot of time in either of my parents' offices, because it's like, hey, time to pick, like, oh, it's your weekend, you have to pick them up, blah, 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 and just sitting there, like...
Those are the best days.
You can either trick them into, like, try and trick them into being entertained by doing work for you, or you fucking let them, like, bring something to play with,
Oh yeah, bring the Game Boy.
Or you go on the Cartoon Network website and you play the Samurai Jack beat 'em up game for the fucking umpteenth time, and then you find out that if you hit Shift too many times, which is the attack key, you trigger sticky keys, and then you go, what the fuck are sticky keys? And then you try to figure out what the fuck to do to fix it. By the time you fix it, you fucking died, and now you have to play the whole game all over again. Or you play the Thundercats game. But yeah. Nakano's got the right idea.
Yeah. I like these. I like these idiots. You know, just like I don't know.
She's like, let me take this child and show, like, hey, I mean, they say that she's the eldest of 3 siblings, but it's like, I don't even know if that's the eldest of. I mean, maybe it is. I'm an only child, but based off of what I've had to do for my cousin's kids and to like trick them. Absolutely. And what my cousins did when I was a kid and they tricked me, yeah, absolutely. This is trick children. Hey, moral of the story, trick more children. Keep tricking children.
Look, the youngs are impressionables, right?
Yeah.
That's why you get them while they're young.
Yeah, unfortunately it looks like they waited too long because his impressions are way more into people like Japanese Mr. Beast and Japanese Ninja.
Yeah, look, he loves the streamers, you know? Look, he has all this cool online friends, you know?
Yeah, oh god, that's the terrifying thing of, like, a kid saying that this is my online friend. It's like,
You're 8.
This is when, like, Riko is so unfortunately out of touch, and, like, I know that's part of her, like, character, is that she's learning to, like, find a passion and, like, find a way to clue back into the world. But the idea of, like, someone telling, like, a nephew or niece telling me, hey, this is my, like, well, I just have an online friend. And my next question being, I mean, she said, like, is he a foreigner? But, like, the next question not being, what games do you play? And if it's like, oh, we play, like, if it was like, oh, we play Roblox, it's like, okay, that's one thing. And then if it's like, well, yeah, we play, what's the fucking, not 7 Days to Die, the one where you're running, it's, player versus killer, and they got all the different serial killers.
Rust?
Huh?
No.
Not Rust.
Among Us?
No, I mean, Among Us would still be funny.
Among Us is fine for...
The Dead by Daylight.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, if a kid, if an 8-year-old told me that they were playing Dead by Daylight, I'd be like, no, I don't think you can. Like, again, anecdotes of, like, my cousin's kids, Christmas, like, 8 years ago, which, Jesus Christ, fucking really, ooh. But back when the oldest one was 10, she was like, can I watch Death Note on Netflix or whatever?
Uh-huh.
And her dad was like, I looked at her dad, I was like, no! Don't let her... He's like, if I watch it with her, I'll probably... I'm like, Scott, what are you... No! I like anime, but don't... No! And then she's like, what if I watch 7 Deadly Sins? I'm like... this is a little bit more question. That's a little less questionable, but it's still. I'm gonna let you figure that out with your dad.
Yeah. So now on my list of stuff I would let kids watch, you know, right?
Yeah, not at 10, right? That's my thing. You know, it's like there's some things in there that you might not understand about like social norms that like you shouldn't do, like doing the pat on a girl up on a girl's private parts.
Or just putting your head up there.
Yeah. But man, she is fucking... If this was like a tennis match between her and this kid of like who is able to like outplay each other, she is losing hard. Getting outplayed at every fucking corner. This kid fucking games her so fucking hard. It's sad to watch.
Yeah. But hey, I was expecting all these name drops happening within this show. right?
What do you mean?
Well, for all these products.
Oh, the Haichu and the fucking...
Yeah, Alexa, Uber Eats. Like,
oh, man.
Is this no sponsor?
I mean...
What the fuck is going on with this?
The Haichu thing was like, I get that.
I mean, the Haichu actually plays a part within the story.
Yeah,
but
like,
the
Alexa...
television shows everything, right? You use the off, you make up an off-brand,
yeah, you're right,
recognizable name, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Hey, Alice.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. What's the map? Or hey, are we gonna get some Juber Eats? You know, right?
Ooh, Juber Eats. You sure? You sure we want to call it?
With a G?
Yeah. Yeah. Goober Eats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's pretty remarkable how much that's like really like name brand, name drop. Why didn't you just order from Uber Eats? I mean, do they not have DoorDash in fucking Japan? I don't think that's an issue.
Hey, why don't you just use HelloFresh?
Yeah.
You know, right?
You should have packed my HelloFresh lunch delivered to me with three perfect meals, brought to me every week. Perfect for a growing young boy. Stares at camera for 17 minutes straight.
The game.
Hey, also, what the fuck is green curry, by the way?
I assume so there's. I think
curry's a thing.
I think
There's
he's
red curry and green curry.
Yeah, I think he's referring to like Caribbean curry, like or even no Thai curry is green too.
Yeah, that's why I found out what I was like. Oh, I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, like red curry is There's the because I like the thing for me was always as a kid. What happened? Oh.
Hard to push pieces together.
Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, for me the thing was I tried like Jamaican like Caribbean curry before I tried like Indian curry. So when I tried like Indian curry, I was like, this is not the curry that I understand. But like that's more similar, I guess, to like a green curry. So yeah, the kid likes. He's learned that he doesn't like the. I mean.
No, look, he doesn't like the star shape. He doesn't like his star shaped carrots. You know, he thinks
he's a big boy.
He thinks only babies eat with star shaped.
Yeah, fuck those zoo pals. I'm not gonna eat that baby shit.
Right? I'll give me the big boy food.
I will happily sit around and shaped carrots.
So this kid is a piece of shit, and he used Alexa to cheat on his math homework.
And she just lets him do that. Okay, so again, my point is, right?
She doesn't stop people because she doesn't know how to.
Yeah, and
she doesn't know how to tell this small child to stop it.
And I sympathize to an extent, but like, again, if my nieces and or nephews were doing that, I just unplug Alexa and take it with me, right? Like, I just take it away from them. Same thing,
right? Because it's shown later in the episode she does do it.
I mean, she takes the tablet, but then she's bad at it. Like,
how can you be that bad at hiding things?
Again, I said this to Molly. Like, a thing that used to happen to me and the other Austin that we know would be when our parents were like, you've been playing with your Yu-Gi-Oh cards too much, or like, you've been playing your Game Boy. It's just, we're taking it and we're putting it in our purse. Like, and we're putting our purse in our bedroom. And it was like, if you wanted to try and steal that shit was fucking Mission Impossible. You had to fucking, like, you had to, like, have one person, like, run a screen to, like, keep someone distracted, and you had to, like, be quiet as shit.
It's like an Ocean's 11 mission, but you don't have enough people.
Oh, yeah, and also you have to, like, do it in such a way that, like, you put it back and make it not look like...
And you have to disturb nothing else in there, and there's, like, 500 things in there.
The secret was, for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, that's when you just replace your deck with a bunch of bulk. But when it's like your 3DS or something, it's like, fuck. Even if I steal this, if I play this out in the open, I'm fucked. And boy, did that fuck me a couple of times, because I tried to get away with it, and I didn't. But, like, this kid just is open-faced, like, just stealing it back after she clearly, explicitly told him no. And then just going, fuck you, bitch, old lady. I don't, you're not my real mom, and you can't tell me what to do. It's like, I'm explicitly told to tell you what to do. You need to listen to me. It's like...
No.
At 20... The idea of her being at 24 and being this lenient to this kid, playing, like, bold-faced lying to his mom on the phone. Right?
Staring at her as he does.
And
also, I know the game that he's playing, because I actually already had it on my phone. For, like, a couple of years now.
Oh.
It's called Mystic Mansion.
Okay.
He's a Mystic Mansioner?
Yeah.
He's a master of the Mystic Mansion?
It's like a swappy match game, and then you get to buy new rooms and separate levels.
Oh god, that sounds
cats.
like,
And there's a lot of cats, and one of the cats is a fucking asshole, so...
Oh, just like this kid.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? If I were her, let alone at 24, but at fucking, like, 22, again, when, or 20, when my... No. Yeah, if my niece was 8, when my niece was 8, I was 22. The idea that she could, like, just, if I were watching her, she would just, like, if she had done something like that, if she were to do something like that, I'd have fucking taken it away from her, and then if she complained, I'd have picked her up off the ground and been like, what are you gonna do about... I wouldn't even do that. I just hold it above her head. You're gonna go, what are you gonna do? You can't play it. You gonna stand there and be angry, or are you gonna go do something else? Go find something else to do.
As a person who literally has a sibling that is, like, 12 years younger than me.
It's true.
It's not that hard. Also, kids are pretty easily distracted.
Yeah, go, I'm holding this, fucking go figure something else out. Fuck off. Like, no. No, the bigger power play that I would do is I would take their game and go, until you, stop looking for it, I'm just gonna play your game for you. Really send them into a tizzy. Full volume off so they could hear every single death sound, every single failure, every single... And I go, really messing yourself up, huh? You really wanna... You sure you want to keep acting like this, or you want to fucking figure this shit out? It's all about the mental warfare. She's losing.
They're apparently really bad at hiding things.
Yeah.
But hey, at least she has a rational train of thought, you know, right?
Run out and abandon the child screaming into the night.
Yeah. Right? If you lie, at least to stealing, you know, right? Like they're...
I mean, sure, yeah. Crack kills, okay? Don't do drugs.
Yeah, that's okay, yeah.
And then she runs to the fucking, to her one place of solving all of her problems and goes, oh god, please tell me there's a model kit for fixing stupid little children. And they're like...
Yeah. Hey, what...
We don't have one to fix.
Is there anything here that a small child could make?
Stupid children.
I mean...
I'm looking over this small child, and everything. What can I use to look after him?
Here's the funny thing, right? So she grabs the SD Gundam, which, as they explain, super deformed Gundam. Probably my least favorite form of Gundam, like Gunpla. Yes, I see.
Hey, real quick, I want to go on an offbeat tangent about SD Gundam.
Go for it.
Quick. All right, so as a kid, right, I didn't know what Gundam, Gunpla is, or any of that stuff, right? Yeah. Right, I was a kid, I went to one of those Asian supermarket, I saw the box with the robot, right? Right? I thought, this is just like the Power Rangers,
oh, Jesus Christ.
Right? So, right, so I got my parents to buy it, I took it home, right? I opened it, right? And I was like,
oh, fuck.
This isn't the robot. I don't know what any of this means.
Yeah.
So I closed that box and I never looked at it ever again.
Do you know where that is?
Nope, when I was like 10, I was probably 8 or 9 when that shit happened. And I don't even know what Gundam it was, what SD Gundam it was.
See, that's the funny thing for me, is because at the time that I encountered Gundam was like peak like Toonami Gundam Wing G Gundam time. So there were a lot of like Gundam action figures that you could get. So I got Gundam action figures, and that was cool. But the thing that I fucked up on was not realizing the difference between the figures and the model kits. So I randomly have parts from old model kits that I did god fucking awful, like terribly at building. But like, God knows what fucking like state those. I mean, I can find the remnant. I can find the loose legs and like a couple, like maybe a backpack or a weapon here or there of like the model kits. But those things are fucking like just unusable. Like they literally exist at this point just to be scrapped for me to fucking like use to kit bash and make stuff.
Okay.
So I've just been like, I mean, I do have, technically, if I really wanted to say it, I've been building Gunpla since I was like 8. But when I built Gunpla when I was 8, I didn't know I was building Gunpla, and what I did with it was fucking atrocious. Much like this little war criminal is about to do when he gets to the fucking
Snap, crackle, pop.
This fucking monster. He's a demon child. So she buys the Musha Gundam and tries to give it to the kid to like entice him, and goes like, "Hey,
hey, look, check this out.
Yeah, look at this cool samurai Gundam.
You kids love robots.
Yeah, you like robots, right? You like
and you kids watch those Super Sentai.
Yeah, you're really into that Sengoku War period
stuff. What are you talking
stuff?
about this year's seasons of Dawn Brothers? You guys like this show, Dawn Brothers?
Jesus. We don't talk about Dawn Brothers anymore. Okay, Dawn Brothers doesn't exist. Okay, Dawn Brothers can't hurt me.
I feel like he mostly just says that he doesn't like it because he doesn't want to tell her that he likes it, because it's like, okay, it's kind of cool. Like,
I mean, also
did something that's kind of cool.
Well, yeah. Okay. So fun piece of trivia I have about specifically the Musha Gundam. The Musha Gundam is like the ultimate weeb Gundam. Like, not even weeb, but like fanboy Gundam. Like, there's so many different versions of these, like, it's one part, like, Sengoku era, like, stuff, and one part just, like, cool swords. Oh my god, ooh, shiny, pointy, like, slash. The Gundams that, like, get some of the most printings are the ones that have, like, the cool swords. So, like, the Red Frame Astray Gundam is, like, it's been done to death. Everybody loves it because it's a Gundam Seed Gundam that has just a big fucking katana, like, because reasons. The Musha Gundam is similarly, like, a super popular Gundam, but it's only available as, like, an SD and a master grade. There's no high grade of it.
That's hilarious.
There might be a perfect grade even. I'll look it up. But, like, it's... People just love this, like, big fucking Gundam that is just, like, got all these cool weapons and swords and shit. Let's see. Musha Gundam. Shin Musha Gundam. There's a master grade. There's another master grade of it, but it's for the Mark II. Then there's the SDBB. There's Musha Gundam Mark II Tokugawa Ieyasu version. Ooh. Yeah, there's so many fucking versions of the Musha Gundam. But there's no fucking high grade. It's just so funny that such a popular kit has never had, like, a lower... Like, it's... You either get a master grade, or you go all the way down to SD. Which is just really funny for such a popular kit. Especially one that originated as an SD.
I like that this kid just takes the candy and the Gundam.
I mean, yeah.
He gets both. Yeah, he gets both, you know?
He's a little shit. Of course he's gonna take everything.
Also, I love Rika's rationale of thinking. By the way, hey, I don't know about you, but I thought hiding behind the photo board was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah.
Right? because it was high up, and like and as we know, little children are small, right, and they can't reach up there. I was like, oh, but the fact that he managed, I was like, oh man, right? Like I would have, if I was a kid, I would have guessed the cabinets before I guessed the
behind
the
yeah. That's also high up.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's how the fuck he's gonna reach this. He would have to climb up because there's a TV in the
Again,
way.
this is a demon
living
child.
room. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but don't worry, Shuma learns the errors of his way, and he realizes
once he's abandoned by his aunt, who decides to run away to the playground.
Yeah, right.
He goes,
realizes how cool his
maybe
aunt
I've been
is,
an asshole.
You know? She bought him a gun, a toy robot he doesn't care about, and Haichu. That makes him the coolest aunt in the world, you know, right?
Yeah. Also, I mean, as we noticed, Shoma probably feels a little bit sorry for her because he knows that she's sad and alone, even though he already has a relationship. He's like, I can give her this one win.
Yeah, look, she doesn't have any online friends, you know, right?
She's not hanging out with L. E-L.
Right. Yeah. Look, so they take the gun, they take it to the shop, and boy, so hey. Alright, yeah. So I remember the joke I wanted to make this episode.
Uh-huh.
Right? So, manager, son is scary as fuck.
Yeah, decides to just show up and intimidate the child. As you should.
Right? So,
again,
right? So
that's the power move.
Got me thinking, right? As manager's son, we do not know anything about his past.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, do you think he was a Japanese war criminal commander? And that's his past story?
So, let's think about this. So he was... It says from the opening that he's like 58 or something, right?
Yeah.
So 58. This show came out. It was born in like 2022.
So he was born in 1964.
So he wouldn't have had time to do anything in World War II.
Mm-hmm. All right, the next war.
I mean, what's the next war that Japan participated in? Because at that point, after World War II, Japan wasn't allowed to have an official military. So...
Let's see. List of wars involving... Oh, wow, there's a Wikipedia page for this shit. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
cool.
I can't believe that.
I need to stop now.
Let's see.
Man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pacific War, Battle of... Oh, they had a war with North Korea in 2001, apparently.
What?
North Korea won that.
Oh.
No, they won that. Wait. This the way that this article is written is really it's really bad. Iraq War, you know, he could have been there.
Did they send people to Iraq from Japan?
I don't know. According to this list of wars involving Japan,
what does it mean by involved? Like, is it involved like they sent soldiers, or is it involved like Honda sent some more Panzer tanks?
Operation Ocean Shield was the last, according to this Wikipedia article, was the last war that Japan was involved in. It was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It was 19 countries versus Somali pirates.
Did they get Captain Phillips back?
Let's see. Number of Somali pirates attack has dramatically decreased.
Yeah, I bet it does if 19 fucking countries show up on your doorstep to go, hey, fuck you, stop it.
What a fucking less. It's such a what a big group of people.
It's funny. It's like we always say, gang tactics.
Right? Look, it's just the way that this article phrases is just so fucking funny. Because so on the left side is all the forces involving Japan, and on the right side is the other forces.
Wait, this is them attacking Somalia?
No, Somali pirates.
Oh, Somali pirates.
Yeah. It's real fucking funny.
Yeah.
Just go all the way to the bottom for Operation Ocean Shield. The way it looks so fucking funny. Because you see all the flags of all the countries, and then on the right side is just Somali pirates. I was like, oh, okay. So it's actually hilarious. But yeah, hey, so I 101% under the thought process that manager son has definitely killed someone.
I mean, he definitely killed someone simply for the sake of like them getting their nomenclature wrong about like, is it a Gundam or is it a mobile suit?
right? And look, and you got to know all the famous Japanese sword as well, right?
I mean, yeah, he I don't know if he's a war criminal. I think he might be a war hero.
Oh, right. Depending on from what country you're asking it from,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
His country
so
needed
they
him, and
built
and he rose to the occasion and murdered all those children.
Yeah, look, so they built the gun, and he realized, hey, look, I don't want the lame base
Yeah, fuck
job
that.
on my...
Fuck a basic ass paint job. You gotta
Right? Look,
go into darkness,
I want to
child.
customize it.
Go...
Just like how I could turn my YouTube to YouTube dark, right? I want to make this look cool, right? Yeah. Yeah, so they paint the Gundam. They do everything with they customize the Gundam and everything, and they make up a cool backstory for the Gundam.
Yeah, they let the kid fully devolve into Chunibyo level at 8 years old.
Yeah, right. Hey, look, I thought his
just...
story was gonna be some type of reflection of the episode, right? Put like a little moral of the story, right? He makes his story a reflection of his time with Riko, but nope.
It's just I want to have the edgiest plot line I could possibly think of, because that's the thing. Again, you gotta bring kids down to their you gotta get down to their level and then do it better than them. Okay, you gotta get in the head of the enemy. You gotta really think like a kid, and then you gotta show them how to be a better kid than they are. Okay, you go. Yeah, you want to... Oh, yeah, you think that's so cool? Oh, wow, way to be edgy. Oh, you bully him a little? Just a little bit, and then you go, okay, alright, yeah, okay, if that's what you think is cool. I think what would be really cool is if it respected its parents.
And I thought other Austins shouldn't be allowed near children.
Listen, I know how to... I do good. I do good. I teach them the right things in a way that they don't even know they're being taught. And then they act right.
You keep telling yourself
or they get disposed of. What?
You keep telling yourself that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so they stay up all night past 9 p.m. for him to finish his Gundam.
Yeah, well, hey, at least he's doing something productive with his time, unlike just scrolling the web.
Yeah, instead of being on his stupid little tablet.
Trying to get $1,000 in free money from Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean,
the gun. Hey, look, they do a lot. They actually show the technique.
Yeah, it's surprisingly well done.
I thought it was just gonna be him just airbrushing his spraying his Gundam. I was like, all right, that's it. All right, cool. He learned. But then manager side said, "Oh, check this out. You ever see a Gundam pen before?
Yeah.
Check this shit out.
You ever actually try?"
Right. I was like, oh man, they're actually going to way more detail than I was expecting. Yeah. Right. I was expecting for them to do the other technique as well. I thought I was like, oh wow, man, they're doing both the wet method and the Gundam marker.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy.
Could have done a little bit better on the wet. Got to have that Q-tip to get those those splotches that are coming out from the wet paint. You got to.
He's a small child, He's learning.
Yeah, I'm just saying they took this kid through like a fucking advanced course. Also,
and look. Man, you're saying in one session he went immediately to the most advanced way possible Gundam building?
Well, no, he didn't go to the most advanced because he didn't do this with a fucking real grade. They took this kid on the most advanced form of detailing a Gundam, which is still an insane thing. Also, I have questions about the ventilation system for this fucking airbrush setup they have.
Window.
It's by a window. They have like a filter. They have, like, a tube going out, but, boy, that seems real dubious. But yeah, hey, I will say this. It does come out looking pretty good. It was looking pretty messy there. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to address the war crime. This child just rips the parts out barehanded. Like a fucking barbarian. I've never been in so much pain watching somebody fucking build Gunpla.
Look, his hands are too small to hold.
The bullshit.
They make tiny ones.
Yeah, and also
like jewelry kit. What
they need is to fucking replace this child. This is a bad child. They gotta take him back. Take him back to the factory. Get a new one.
He just has bad parents.
I mean, that's also. definitely. I mean, look, who knows why her dad or why his dad is in the hospital? You know, maybe you know, dad didn't give him. He tried to hide the cookie jar, so he stabbed dad in the knee. You know, maybe this kid is really, really the fucking Antichrist. I believe it. I don't trust this kid. It's a bad kid. Anyway, they built the fucking model. But hey, it wouldn't be an episode of Riko without having some actual, real adult stuff happen. And a child straight up calls her sad and alone.
Hey, look, children has no filter. Don't tell you has it because like they'll tell you their understanding of the world. You know.
Yeah,
right?
they once they think they figured it out, they'll let you know and they'll go, hey.
Oh yeah, once they sense weakness in you, they will go after
Again,
it, you know,
that's why
right?
I'm saying you don't show weakness. You don't let them get ahead of you. You go down to their level. You beat them at their own game. You know. Sometimes you lie to the child. You play a game of Among Us. You get them killed twice in a row, and you go, yeah, remember this.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, right?
Yes, I do.
So you remember that?
I don't know. I didn't ask him.
I'll ask him. And I'll go, hey,
When the fuck would I have asked him?
remember that time when I got you killed in Among Us? I enjoyed that.
Probably.
And I hope you never forget.
Okay, well now maybe we will put you in the hot dog outfit for Sims.
What the fuck is the hot dog outfit? Anyway, fucking Riko gets outed by a kid to go, like, be a big girl and fucking ask the guy that she likes out. Don't be a pussy. So what if it might break work, relationship HR standards? It's all about love.
Oh no, work, relationship.
That's different.
Problems?
That's different.
Huh?
That's different. That's different. That's different.
Guess
Yeah.
one of us needs to move.
No, the difference is you were working there already. And then I revealed years later that we'd been dating the entire time. That's how you do it.
I think that is debatably worse.
Ah, it's okay. I'd already made sure that he needed me. I knew how to play it. It was strategically against his own benefit to make a fuss about anything.
In the end, this kid just harasses them with his iPad.
Yeah, because he's a harassing kid. He's a bad child. Put this child down.
Hey, look! He got a lot of views on the TikToks, though.
Yeah,
right?
he made some videos that people liked. That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, here's what I think. I think that the Supreme Court continues to be wrong, and not for the fact of a woman's choice, but because some kids just need to not be born. Kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding.
Is how we're ending this week's episode?
No. Next week's episode, we're ending this week's episode with, hey, maybe next episode, Riko learns about love, and then by do.
No, yeah, you're right. Hey, look. Some say it'll be live for her. You know, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
is that actually what that is?
Yep.
Oh,
Look, I
God.
told you how I went in advance with all these episodes to get the screen cap, right, and everything. Right, and because of that, I had to skip through all the episodes at certain time frames to get certain screen caps, and how I was stuck with curse with like, and look, it's like what Thanos said to Tony Stark in Avengers: Infinity War. I am cursed with knowledge, you know.
Yeah,
right?
I understand. Yeah.
Right, and so hey, look, hey, can't we talk about next week's episode? You know, right?
Oh boy, guess we're diving into the love of your life.
So,
yeah, you don't like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, hey, maybe pick better things.
Okay, all right. Coronavirus is still a thing. Why just wear a mask, 80 shots? This is a thing now.
Wear a mask!
Fine.